Hey, good morning YouTube. Indiana Smith here. I'm at the Ladonia Fossil Park. We've had quite a bit of rain. The high water mark here is about, looks like maybe 4 feet. Still not enough to blow off all these weeds, as you can see behind me, but I just don't know that the park's ever going to get that kind of rise. I went earlier this week and left my phone in my car. Joseph, I found quite a few bones, and I found an incredible broken tip of what would have been a Scottsbluff point. But anyway, I got here to the park at 7:20. Somebody's already hunting where I was going to go down east of the bridge. They're like 200 yards down already. So I'm going to head up here and check my mosasaur site and then figure out if I want to go behind them and see what they missed or if I want to relocate to somewhere else. Now, wherever I go, you guys will be along for the ride. Yeah, I'm looking at that high water mark. The most recent one is about 3 feet, and then there's one from a couple of weeks before that's about 1.5 feet over that. What's crazy is I went in the river on the upper end, way west of the dam, and it had been up half bank. Scoured all the gravel, everything else. What I fear is happening is the dam is slowing down the water flow enough. It's just not left enough through for this part of the river to really get a good washing. You see all those? Those are not weeds, those are trees. Now, granted, part of it is because the rainfalls this year just haven't fallen on the river and given us a big rise. But these trees get a couple of seasons to grow, and this end of the river is going to silt in and be absolutely worthless. I mean, there'll be a fossil park here, but there ain't going to be a lot of fossils washing out. Well, check my mosasaur site, and nothing's showing, although part of it's still underwater and the water's kind of murky, but I didn't see anything. But there's no footprints up here west of the park. I know there's been like 3 people downstream, and although that's a more productive area, I'm going to take the area with no footprints and no artifacts yet, but check this out. Here is a pretty decent little mosasaur vertebrae. Well, not bad for the park area. Okay, I saw the shape of this in the gravel and got excited a bit. It's not a point. It's a little piece of bone. Looks fishy. Maybe a spine off of a vertebrae. That little shark vertebrae. I'm finding some fossils at least. I don't know if you can see them, but there's white-tailed deer running up the bank up yonder. There he goes. Look at him waving his little tail. That's cool. Didn't realize what this was till I flipped it out, but that's the nicest mosasaur tooth I've found in a while. I'll take that. Here's something you don't see in the river very often. Big old chunk of Native American pottery. That's cool. Now where's the points? Whew. I was beginning to wonder. I've been skunked on multiple trips here lately. And twice I've been the first one into an area after a rain and not come out with a whole point. But I just got what looks like a pretty decent little Gary here in the water. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, that's the nicest point I've found in weeks. I will take it. Okay, I don't know that I've ever found one like this before. That mosasaur tooth, which is kind of damaged, was just sticking straight up. That's wild. Well, here's the day's haul from the Ladonia Fossil Park. 1 piece of mastodon enamel, several baculites, 2 mosasaur teeth, some pieces of worked flint, 1 very nice arrowhead, several eroded vertebrae, 1 little bit of fossilized turtle shell, a couple of cool little pieces of fish bone. Not bad at all. Needs about 15 feet of water instead of 4 feet, but I just don't think we're going to see that this year or maybe ever again up here. But hey, it was a good haul. I'll take it. I had most of my keeper fossils out for a talk I did today, so I thought I'd show them to you guys. Here's some fish fossils. Partial fish skull there. Some jaw bones. Thundercats had a couple of big actinous vertebrae. Mosasaur cervical vertebrae. Thoracic vertebrae. Lumbar vertebrae. Some mosasaur limb bones. Jaw sections. Some tail vertebrae. Big old Tylosaurus rex tooth. Some more mosasaur verts there. Some Pleistocene bone from the river. My big megalodon tooth. Some various coprolites, gastropods, etc. Beautiful bivalve there. One vertebrae from a really big mosasaur. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. Well, thanks for joining me on that Wednesday, I think it's Wednesday morning river romp. It was a good time down there today. A little bit warm, as you can tell. I got my summer buzz cut going. Anyway, a random historical fact to wrap up this episode. If you ask people who was the most effective president in U.S. history, not the greatest, not the best, but the most effective, most historians will answer with a man you probably never heard of, James K. Polk. Polk campaigned on 5 campaign promises. He was going to lower the tariff. He was going to restore the independent treasury. He was going to annex Texas. He was going to add the Oregon country to the Union, and he was going to acquire California from Mexico. And he also promised he would do it all in one term and not seek re-election. 6 out of 6. Now, Texas almost took care of itself before he took office because John Tyler kind of speed rushed that through in his last days in office. Oregon, we negotiated with Great Britain. The tariff, the independent treasury did that through Congress and then declared war on Mexico and took California. And then, having fulfilled all of his promises, he served a single term and died 103 days after leaving office. Worked himself into an early grave. He called himself the hardest working man in America, and he probably was. Unfortunately, his achievements pushed America a good step further down the road towards the Civil War that had been brewing ever since the Constitution was ratified, which is probably why he's not listed among the greatest. Anyway, there's your random historical fact for today. Thanks to all of you guys who watch this channel. Be sure and like, share, and subscribe. Drop over to Amazon, check out my book sometime. Hope you have a great summer, guys. I'll be back soon.